How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. We're gonna be trying some black green rock. How I would build Gogari rock. So I've been kind of struggling to find a good shell for Abzan, so I think I'm gonna just cut the white. I'm not sure if Esper Sentinel is worth it, because the main white cards you have when you're playing Abzan with in the shell is the shells I've been trying in the past. Since I haven't been a fan of Stoneforge Mystic, is Esper Sentinel and Prismatic Ending, and I don't think you should be splashing a whole color just for removal spell. And Esper Sentinel has been kind of lackluster when the meta's like Tron, Amulet. It is good against like Grixis Shadow, but like it's when the meta is less tuned, and Sentinel just I guess in the past couple weeks haven't been great. So I'm just gonna go back to the drawing board, have the mana a little bit cleaner, and then just play Black Green Rock. I've taken some inspirations out of Electric Bob's list. I think mainly it is the Gargari Rot Farm, but I kind of did my own mana base. I think there's one, two, three, four, five. I think there's 18 black sources for turn 3 Liliana. Sufficient enough green sources for turn 1 Reclaimer. There's 6 turn 1 removal spells for Ragavan. We have Dothe Voidwalker, which I think is great. It's a card that flips our bad matchups. 3 Dark Confidant, I'm really a big fan of. We have the usual Saga package, 1 Bauble. The card that I'm kind of main pulling from Bob is probably the 2 Witherbloom commands. I haven't been a fan of this in Abzan, but we'll see how it is in Rock, because it seems like everyone's running at least 2 to 4 copies. So we'll try 2 copies. That's great to recur sagas, I think, and just giving the deck reach. So we'll see how this performs. And it's also just more answers to Ragavan. We have 1 trophy, which is I am not a big fan of. I'm also not a big fan of Blood Chief's Thirst, but we'll get to that more later. But we have 24 lands. I think you need 24 lands in a Saga list just to be able to consistently activate Saga on turn 3. You also want to cast Lily on turn 3 as well. But the main card that we're going to play with that I'm really excited to try is Tireless Tracker. For those who have been following my stream for a long time, back when we had centralized lists and Abzan, Tireless Tracker is my favorite card. That being said, even though it is a pet card of mine, it does synergize with the list. Reclaimer just getting more lands means we're going to be able to trigger Tireless Tracker in the late game consistently. We don't have to always have like a sandbag of land. If we have a Reclaimer in play, we can Tireless Tracker and then just activate Reclaimer and get more lands. The clues that generate Tireless Tracker also grow constructs. So I think there is a little bit of synergy that Tireless Tracker offers in the deck. So I'm gonna try it out. It's for science. It's also just kind of a throwback. I think I've just been bashing my head against the wall, trying to figure out a good Abzan shell. And I think I need to just take a step back, play a deck that's a little more consistent on the colors, because the mana base has just been like a huge thorn in my side when I was playing Abzan. And then just play a card that I really, really, really like, which is the Tireless Tracker. So let's go. Let's see. We'll see how good the Blood Chief's Thirsts are as well. I was never a fan of the Blood Chief's Thirsts. But, again, I think the where Modern is right now, I guess you can't really say it is right now, but, like, the top decks I think will still rise to the top. Hammer, Death Shadow, Blood Chief's Thirsts is still going to be decent. And it's just also more answers to Ragavan. And Ren 6. I think Ren 6 is going to be a huge player against, these 4 killer builds. And that being said, like, Blood Chief's Thirst is really, really clunky, but it is an answer to, like, Solitude, Murktide, Fury, where, like, Prismatic Ending can't answer in Abzan, right? I guess you theoretically could if you had like a Springleaf Drum and like something spreading seized, but like that's just not a consistent answer, right? Versus Blood Chief's Thirst is theoretically pretty clean. So we'll try this out. Hopefully we get a okay, this hand is obviously a mulligan. We have 24 lands in the deck, right? Okay. Bottom these 2. Okay, we're here against the good stuff deck. Reclaimer. I think we're gonna try to nab a Ren in 6 or oh. Never mind. We're against creativity outburst. So they can fire ice or reclaimer, which is annoying. But I guess we just take the this is this the is this the glimpse deck too? They have all the mana for both creativity and outburst. I guess they could outburst into Rhinos. So can we beat Rhinos or can we beat creativity? I think I'm gonna take the outburst here. And then we can just like Bloodchief's Thirst the Dwarven Mine token if they even play it, but they don't even have it. So I think we just take the outburst here. Rhino creativity? What? So what's in that deck, Dietzel? I don't understand. I don't understand that. So like, what are they creativity for? Is there like Archons in the deck or something? Okay. So Thoughtseize would be a good draw because we can take the Fire and Ice, play Reclaimer. But Ball would be a good draw. Tarmogoyf would be a good draw. I guess that makes sense. So we'll play the Reclaimer. Play his tap and pass. Spaghetti and Angel. Interesting. So Reclaimer baiting out the Fire and Ice means there's no ice to redraw. So if they're whiffing on lands, that's also good for us. They're just tapping the Reclaimer. Interesting. Trophy's a good draw. Trophy's actually a fantastic draw. Alright, are we gonna be able to Tireless Tracker here? Oh baby. I haven't had cast a Tireless Tracker in so many years. This is gonna be very exciting for me. We don't get any value yet, but like they just need to draw another Tireless Tracker or another Fire and Ice to answer this. And they're like whiffing on lands too, so that's really good for us. Oh, they have the salt battery. Apologies. We're gonna hold up Saga. Push is good too, because we can answer their Rhinos that's coming in 2 turns. Yeah, Reclaimer feels a lot better in this build where you don't have to worry about, like, you can just get Overgrown Tomb and then you know your mana is going to be fine. It just feels so different when compared to Abs and Reclaimer. Yeah, so we're going to get Saga. Okay. So they have Outburst up. Yeah, so they just have Outburst up. But Juicer's also fine just answering Rhinos too. Backup Saga. Drew the Outburst. So they have a lot of Rhinos coming. That's unfortunate that they drew another Outburst. So they're going to have a bunch of Rhinos crashing. So we'll push one. We'll make a construct. Another saga. So I think we need to make the construct. We need to have a sufficient amount of. I think we'll get the drum too. Yeah, I think we get drum. I need another artifact. So I think we'll thirst one. What are they thinking about? Yeah, I think we'll thirst one. Since we have the trophy. Oh my god, they have more. They drew 3 violent outbursts. Okay. We're in the Tarax. Brutality seemed decent here just to exile their stuff. Explosives? Don't think we want the commands. Don't think we want the spell bomb either. Grace is technically an out against Archon, but like that's pretty loose because they also sack a dude. Or Emeria. I think we want to. Voidwalker's like iffy. Because like we could cast their own Rhinos. Maybe we trim a Reclaimer. I guess we could just cut the trackers. Where's the green mana? Moto, please. It's just not meant to be, huh? It's just not meant to be. It's not meant to be. That's true, Ditzel. We just gotta hope that they draw it too, though. That's the other thing. Because if their hand is like what we saw, like outbursts and creativities, and like the Voidwalker plan's kind of iffy. Land. So if we have any outs to winning this game, we need to draw engineer explosives. So we're just gonna let them keep both crashing footfalls. Just take the Teferi. They can probably assault my Reclaimer. The hand is technically nothing now. Okay, so that's a pretty big game for us. If we draw an untapped land, we may have a shot. They have Rhinos on 2. I mean, they technically can attack land. Thank you. Their hand is all lands, I believe. They draw like a assault battery again. How's it going, football? So we know their last card's a land. We need to draw explosives. Second Saga's pretty good. Second Saga's pretty good. Well, we're trying Black Green Rock too, Fluffy, on a serious note, so Rhino's Rhino is definitely not an option. Salted. Slashing white, yeah. Oh my god. Stop casting things. So they have more Rhinos coming. We have a Tarmogoyf. There's a single Tarmogoyf Stonewall there. Is Voidmare good now? I mean, it'll depend on the meta, right, Mark? It'll depend on the meta. If these football decks are very popular, then yeah. I don't think it's really good against Tron, though. So it's really gonna have to be against like these Cascade decks, right? Oh god, please give me explosives off the top one time. Explosives would literally win the game. Their opponent is just... Their hand was so bad. Or their hand was so bad. Well, look how far they've come. The problem about Voidmere against the elemental decks is like those decks, the games go to the point where they just hardcast their elementals. And like awkwardly, you kind of want them to cast them for free because it's a 2-for-1 technically. Like you actually actively want them to Solitude for free if they have it in hand. So let's like not mulligan to Oblivion. I think we would have like that game. Like we mulliganed to 4 and we had a shot, and like they just like technically drew out of it out of our 3 card Inquisition Reclaimer into Reclaimer hand, which is funny. Okay, is this Amulet? It looks like it's Amulet. Yeah, it's a turn timber. Decent draw. That's Inquisition first. Wish we're on the play. Could have taken the Grazer, and then their hand would be so slow. We have to take that. So if I draw an untap land, we could trophy the Sanctuary. Never mind, they have the map. Never mind. So now they can just get sagas going. Can't even cast a trophy either. Anyway, it's not gonna matter. Yeah, let's start beating face. So we have to hope that Thoughtseize a Summoner's Pact. And then hope they just don't draw another Titan. We can kind of attack through these constructs with the Shadow Spear. And just turn Timber Summoner's Pact unknown. Plus whatever land they fetch. Growth Chamber, okay. They could theoretically cast a turn Timber soon, too. Reasonably enough. But we could just trophy whatever they get off the turn Timber. The 1-0 trophy doesn't look that bad right now. I mean, it didn't look that bad last game either. Okay. I'm not activating the Saga is actually pretty good for me. Gui Monea, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. So the hand is Simic Growth Chamber unknown. Okay, Growth Chamber. So they have whatever they return with their hand and an unknown. Radiant Fountain. I think that just all signs point to them having Titan in hand, right? Moits, thank you for the follow as well. Really appreciate it. I really wish we could trophy them somehow for the win, but that doesn't seem possible now. So there's a sorcerer in the graveyard, but there is a creature. I guess it doesn't hurt just to play the Urborg and Thoughtseize. Like, them pacting for Azusa just means they have another one. So let's play this Urborg, Thoughtseize. Oh, they just have nothing? Them pacting for Azusa is very weird. Now we're just racing. I guess they can bounce the turn Timber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so they can bounce the turn Timber. But then they have to pay for the pact. It's such a weird line. So we can float a mana, equip Shadow Spear to Tarmogoyf, attack, and then hold up trophy. Again, their hand is Radiant Fountain, Vesuva. I feel like they could have just been more patient with the Summoner's Pact. Like, them having Zeus means they need a top deck. I mean, their line plays around discard spells, but, like, I feel like if you're in that, by the time, like, that's resolved, it's like, whatever, right? Okay, so that's the card that we knew about. Okay. I'm assuming they'll, oh, yeah. They'll return the Turn Timber. Oh, they just have the mana for the Turn Timber. I did the math wrong. Okay, now we can hope that this Turn Timber whiffs. Laser Speed _ Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. How about a whifferoonie? They whiffed. Finally, the luck is on our side. We'll float a mana. I guess we'll get a Springleaf Drum. Just to get the more mana in play. Play the Saga. Equip here. So I'm gonna hold up Assassin's Trophy versus don't know what that last card is. Amulet, sure. You have an Amulet. So we're gonna get Rot Farm here. Bounce over into him. Oh, that's so good too. So good too. God, the mana is so much better in this deck. It's so much better. The 2-color mana base versus the 3-color mana base is just like light and day. My goodness. So the 2 big spears. The Torpor Orbs can come in. The Grist may come in, just as an answer to the Primeval Titan, I guess, but it's kind of loose. Cards that can come out. Spell Bombs. The Witherbloom commands are outs technically to Amulets, but they're kind of loose. The Bloodchief's Thirst are also kind of loose. Maybe we just trim a tracker. Maybe we could trim a Thirst, or maybe we could just trim a Push. With a put, so I guess no, we should trim. Because the Push technically answers. Maybe on the draw we just cut the Witherbloom command. Yeah, maybe on the draw we just cut the Witherbloom command. Maybe this deck needs Force of Vigor. Yeah, maybe this deck needs Force of Vigor because we have the trackers too. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16 cards for Force. Maybe we swap these Bloodchief's Thirst for like Abrupt Decays and we have Force of Vigor in the deck. Yeah, maybe one Force Super in the deck. Something to consider. Yeah, something to consider. When I compliment the 2-color manabase, this is what the deck gives me. Sure. Okay, we're gonna Thoughtseize on 1. Man, I really wish it was a prismatic ending. That'd be so good. Okay. Let's take the Zusa. They actually don't have a bounce land for the Zusa. So do we even want the Zusa here? We could just take the map. They could also just take the Explorer, and it slows them down so much. If they go bounce land, they go Zusa, and then they get the map. It doesn't really do anything. So I guess we just take the Explorer, honestly. Next turn we can go Bob, and then the following turn we can Witherbloom command the Amulet away. Sun Home. Map, sure. Beseiju. I think I want to go Bob here. I think I want to just draw cards, get a throw on the board. And then next turn we can just Wither and command the Amulet away. Because like technically their hand right now is just Beseiju plus Uzusa plus 2 unknowns. I don't think they can Titan us here, so it's kind of safe. They top deck the Dryad. Okay. I guess we just Witherbloom command the Amulet, bring back Catacombs, play Catacombs. Cast Reclaimer. Next turn we can Bletchy's Thirst Dryad. So mill, destroy. Ooh, Saga's an interesting one. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. We milled the forest, unfortunately, so we got the fetch shock. But Reclaimer being able to block the... I guess it could give the Dryad... If they have an untapped land, they can give it double strike. So we'll just take the Dryad damage probably. Okay. So they have a Zusa, Dryad. Okay. Alright, Bobby, do your thing. Do your thing. Fatal Push. So I guess I like just fatal pushing the Dryad. Kind of want to get the Saga going though. Because we could save the Blessy Thirst for the Primal Titan, right? So we could Besage you the Amulet. If need be. I think we definitely want to attack with the Reclaimer just to get it going. But I wish we could get the Saga going too. So that's the option. We can get the Saga going. Or Tether Revolt for push. Or we can get Saga going. Play the Reclaimer. Or activate the Reclaimer and then push the Dryad. But I guess we don't really need the 3 points of damage, I guess. Do we want to Besage you? We could also Besage you the Dryad here. But then we ramp them to another land to get close to the Titan. I'm gonna go Saga. Sacrifice a swamp. We could just get Urborg, or we could just get Rot Farm. I think Rot Farm is just kind of the safer play. We'll flow to black. Bounce that. Bounce and push that. So the next turn we can hold up Beseiju and activate Saga. What are they holding in hand? Okay. So now I'm really glad I held the Beseiju. So we can Beseiju the Saga. Beseiju the Saga, activate our own Saga. Yeah. Can't activate these two lands here. Yeah, so let's attack with the Reclaimer here. So we'll destroy the Saga. And we'll animate Saga. They should tutor for a bounce land here. Yep. Bajuka Bog. These lines are so wild. I guess they can get Bajuka Bog and still Titan. I guess never mind. So we need to dodge Titan one time. 1, 2. Damn it. So we can make a construct and block. I think we go to 1. We can Bletchy's Thirst the Titan. Oh. Oh, never mind. They're gonna just bounce the Slayer's Herald. Okay. See how they try to kill us here. Technically, even if they dodged it, we are still so far off killing them. It's already turn 6, so. So they can bounce Teleria West. Yeah, so we can't beat multiple Titans. Yeah, we can't beat multiple Titans. Let's move on with life. Maybe we want the Witherblink commands on the play, though. Yeah, maybe we want the Witherblink commands on the play. I think we want the Turax, too. I think the Torp Orbs aren't great. That picture plus plus Golgari War Farm is kind of an awkward number, too. Maybe we trim a Thirst. Maybe you don't want the Tracker. Maybe we just trim a Voidwalker. Let's just try this. Since we're on the play. Matthew, are you a Witherbloom command fan here? Alright, so we have the Bauble trick. So we're going to lean kind of hard on it. So there's an argument to not cast Thoughtseize on 1. If we say land off the top. But we don't. We say Liliana, so we're going to Thoughtseize. And we have 2 draws to a land. I think we just take the map. And we just hope we can Liliana them. Yeah. I think we take their turn 1 play. Please, deck. Please, deck. Thank you. Thank you so much. Valakut. Alright, so Thoughtseize is a really good draw as well. We're going to get a swamp and play Bob. Just a tutor for Jose. The jury's still out, I think, on it. I'm not gonna lie. I have 2 Bobs, Matthew. I kind of want a third, to be honest. So their hand is Dryad, Primeval Titan, second Dryad, Forest. So we could Thoughtseize, play Damping Spear, or we could go Liliana. I don't think we want a Lily yet. think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go Thoughtseize into Damping Spear. I think that's the line that slows them down a ton. So they can go Dryad into Growth Chamber. So I guess we just take the Primeval Titan. That's the biggest payoff. Since we have the this Fatal Push for the other one, if we draw a removal spell. What's that picture for? It's for Amulet and Tron. So there we go, Dryad. Play Misty. Bob is just taking over the game too, which is fantastic. So we have Fatal Push enabled next turn, which is sick. Bobby's a little slow. But now we can start plussing with the Liana. Eight turn clock, yeah. Did they draw Titan? Though they don't have the mana though. Dryad. Yeah, they can Dryad, but nothing really comes as much of it. So they have Forest in hand. So their hand is Forest, 2 unknown. 2 unknown. So we float the mana, get Springleaf Drum, and then Tarak them? Because we don't know any of the cards in their hand. They're not close to triggering Valakut yet. Actually, sorry, they could trigger Valakut. If they draw a land next turn. If they draw a land next turn, it's pretty bad for us. I really wish that Saga off the top wasn't Black Source. Hey, how's it going, Sandy? We're in the middle of game 3 against Amulet. How'd your boomer stream go, buddy? Hope it went well. So if they have a land off the top, because we're gonna Lily plus, right? We can. Then they have Primeval Titan. Their hand could be land Titan, which is why I'm scared that. So what we could do, so we have two lines. We could Turak them and then forces them to have a bounce land, and that really fucks us. If they draw a regular land, Valakut still triggers. And we could either lose a Lily or a Bob. Are we scared of a Titan in hand? That's the real question. If they have a Titan in hand, we can still Lily. And plus, so it forces them to draw land or Titan. The safer play is just to push the Dryad and then play Tarmogoyf. I really want to Turak them. But then the likelihood of them having two lands is pretty high. So I think I'm just going to play the safe line here. So I could make... I think we want Goyf down instead of making a construct, right? So we're going to float a mana here. We're going to get a drum. Push this. Do this. Plus. I like holding the thirst. Yeah, you can't cast a Turak because of the damping screen play. How's it going, Bobby? So is our last card a land or a Titan? Exactly, Ramsey. That's why I took this line. Exactly that reason. Oh, that would have been so bad. And we left to keep the Dryad. That would have been so bad. Oh, buddy. So they had everything that punished us for them to, if they kept the Dryad. Alrighty. There all could be engineered explosives. That would be really bad for us. But we can just make a construct. Untap, make a construct. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd be 1 mana short. Cool. Okay. Thanks, Sadie, for the raid, buddy. Really appreciate it. Welcome from Sadie's stream. Playing some rock because I cannot figure Abzan out. And I'm starting to realize that, like, maybe Esper Sentinel is not really worth it in this meta where it's like I keep playing against like Amulet and Tron and like all these decks that don't really care about the Sentinel attacks. So we're just trying to cut white and see how good the mana is because I'm like just losing to my mana base now. I think losing Baubles really sucks, potentially just because losing the fetch Bauble trick maybe the source of the reason why like I just been struggling, or maybe it's just a low point in the invariance, but like it's why I'm just on straight black green rock just to see how Reclaimer performs too. And it's just nice being able to go turn Reclaimer and not worry about like the tertiary color in the deck. So definitely interesting. And like the Beseiju has just been so like that was very relevant that game too. This is the last that we're playing. We're just also doing a throwback. We're playing Tireless Tracker. It's my favorite card. And fun fact, my first GP that I ever day-2'd was with Black Green Rock. Actually, it wasn't Abzan. And I just love Tracker. So trying this build out. Tracker synergizes with Reclaimer and the clues grow the constructs on paper. So we're just trying it out. But we keep getting hands like these where like we just don't have a functional hand. It's awkward. I think we have to keep this though because we have a lot of interaction. But like we have hands like these where it's just like we don't have the second color, which is really awkward. Yeah, no, I mean their outs would be engineered explosives. That is literally their out, which I don't know if they have it in their deck or not. Fucked up. I guess Hammer would have been a 5-0. Yeah, that's. The Hammer definitely punishes you for a subtle mistake, and you can easily make a really subtle mistake against Hammer, and you can get absolutely destroyed. I don't think it did. It's, the construct becomes a 4/4 because there's two constructs: the drum and the damping spear, right? I don't think it was a 6/6. It was a 5/5. Okay, really hope we draw that green source, huh? Oh, but they have Yavimaya. Let's fucking go. Alright, so we just need lands at that point then. Do you need any land? Any land. So this is dangerous territory because if we don't get a third land, we just kind of auto lose too. Alright, if there is a Jesus, I would top deck a non-Golgari Rock Farm third land. If there is a Jesus. If there is a God. If there is a God. Lost faith in 3, 2, 1. Because like we literally auto lose this game. Like we just don't have a third land. I mean technically they don't have much going for them either, but like they can get Yavima map and they're a lot more closer to kind of winning the game than we are. They're tanking if they want to play this Yavimaya, which is hilarious. Vikaran, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. I gotta head out back. Hey, thanks, Bobby. Really appreciate it. Why do Tron players always type shit like this? Like it's a consistent thing where Tron players always just talk nonsense. It's like why? All right, Black Source. I believe we have 16. Now we just lose. This is like, I think, maybe it's just bad variance, because it's like, this is a 24 land deck, and we just can't hit a 24th land. And like, this has just been happening all game. The second power plant. So, it's not all for naught. We could top deck a land again. And then we just float the mana off of... They didn't crack Expedition map. I guess they're waiting. That makes sense. Come on, deck. This is just how it's been all game. Like all day. I'm not gonna reveal anything. So frustrating. Like our deck is just losing to itself. I think that's like the most frustrating thing. And what's kind of funny is like I built a mana base and like compared to other rock decks, like this is like the least greediest amount. Like I see a lot of rock lists, they only run like 15 or 16 black sources. We're running 18. We have like 3 bluing marshes. Like we're having an extra 24th land versus like other lists that only run 23. It's just very frustrating. I really... I mean, it doesn't matter what I play if I don't draw our third land. Like all, it does not matter what I play. Maybe we go down on a grist and a tracker. Thought Seasons and Damping Spear is a damn good combo. I feel like I just need to like take a break and then come back and play like this deck again. We're just gonna make them not draw Tron. Oh, god damn it. Stop it, opponent. Stop. Tower. So they have 1 unknown card. Oh my, okay. So they have the they have the Beseju. So we're gonna make a construct, untap, make a construct, play second Damping Spear. Interesting that they got Yavimaya. I guess that makes sense better than a... They found the Beseju. Okay. I think we have the backup one. How much money do you want to bet they're gonna tilt off here? How much money do you want to bet? We could Pithing Needle Beseju, right? Is it worth Pithing Needle Beseju? We can also just play a second Damping Spear. And just save the Pithing Needle later. They're gonna get so mad. Do they have another Beseiju? That's the real question. Victory's guaranteed. I don't know about that, Crab Reborn. Do you have another Beseiju? Oh, they're digging for another one. They could also just trophy there. Cool. Cool. Can they bowl into like 4 again? This hand's really slow. I think Sir Alpha is worth trying in this list. I agree. I think we have to mulligan this hand. We could Beseiju them, but like it's also really slow. I think we need to go like discard into. No, actually, we need to keep this because we do have interaction. Our hands could be a lot worse, honestly. If they turn 3 Tron us, they turn 3 Tron us. Do you think we're gonna? I think we're gonna bob first. Force of Vigor. Okay, good to know. Good to know. This will be a lot better on the play, not on the draw. Double mine is good. Double mine is good. So you're saying there's a chance? Oh, we're gonna get them. We're gonna get their expedition map, baby. Let's fucking go. They might be holding a Veil of Summer, which sucks, but that's credit to Electric Bob, Crab Reborn. But how far I'm like bouncing a Beseiju or just like have a Reclaimer and just getting an extra mana source was been pretty good for me so far. Like right here, just I'm gonna play a Beseiju and then just being able to bounce it later is pretty decent. I think I'm gonna mill myself, right? Don't veil me. Got a Saga back. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Okay, so they're far off. So now, if they like don't really get a Tron land, we could track them. Yeah, that's a Reclaimer deck. What we could do now too is we could also just rot farm. Bounce Beseiju. Oh, they didn't play a Tron land. So that just doesn't matter now. So now I think we play Bob. We could also, so we have 2 options. We could go Goif and then just try to race, or we could play Bob. I think we want to play the Goif and just get the clock down. Or we could try to dig towards Damping Spear with the Bob. Yeah, I think we're going to go Tarmogoyf, Rot Farm, Bounce Beseiju. And that way, next turn, if we really wanted to, we could besiege you their Tron land if they tutor for it, and then play Bob. And then the following turn, we could Tarak. And this Orborg is also very clutch, too. Okay, they played another mine. That's so good for us. Karn. Okay. I wonder if they plus. I don't know, Sandy. Maybe you have to like unsync it and sync again. I don't know. I notice every time I like go into your stream the past couple days, your stream decker has like not worked, and it's been kind of frustrating because I'm like, I want to see the list you're playing. Cool. So it's only sorceries and artifacts. Hopefully this Torak hits a non-artifact, and then we can just kill the card with the Scoif. We could do the safe play and do Catacombs, but Walking Ballista, okay. So we're gonna Torak. Attack the Karn down. God, if we had Voidwalker off the top, that'd be so crazy. Can we get a Voidwalker off the top? Never mind. Not so lucky. Yeah, I think we're gonna get Saga going. This Ouroborg looking pretty clutch, huh? So we're gonna kick. Black. 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 I'm gonna bank them hitting. So they get Ballista for 2. Which doesn't do anything. We still have Beseiju in our back pocket. Urza's power plant, okay. So we for sure know that they have a target for this Inquisition. So we'll Inquisition them. One, two, three, four, five. So we just besiege the power plant. Yeah, so we besiege the power plant. Play Bob. Coif looking kind of good these days, yeah. So we'll blow that up. I only have one basic? What the hell? That's so funny. We could also make a construct here. Don't hate making a construct. Oh god. I'm waiting for them to say something. Waiting for them to say something. Fuck Tron. Okay. We beat Amulet and Tron this league. Isn't that wild? We beat Amulet and Tron this league. Ooh, this track would have been decent. Deece. Fuck Tron. Let me actually use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll finish the last 2 matches of the league. I'll be right back. Nothing funnier than a salty Tron player because no one feels bad for them. It's okay, honestly, Crabby, we're literally the only interactions that I ever have in chat is either good luck, have fun, standard, or hey, I'm a fan of your ads and videos, which is awesome, or see Tron player and they just salt out, have some like snarky comment about whatever, and it's like it's always one of those three. It's only one of those three. I never get any snarky comments out of any other deck. It's only Tron players. And I'm not saying it just because it's, you know, a meme. Like, I'm saying it because, like, this is, like, a thing. It's always a thing, and I never understood it. Like, I don't get why, like, Tron players are so fucking salty. I don't get why we also can't have a green source in our opener. We have interaction, though. I think we're going to keep this. We have 3 draws into a green source, technically. Fervent Champion. Okay, so we need a green source off the top, and then we can Witherbloom command that. Okay, that's a redraw, which isn't bad. We know they're going to draw Inspiring Advantage. To be honest, I get salt from some young guys, but that's just because I beat them with my shitty white cards. It's funny. I have that chat just hidden. Don't care what people write to me. I mean, that you could do that too, but fuck, they have another Fervent Champion, and they have the sword lined up. Fuck me. So I guess we have to take the Stoneforge. And then we can Thoughtseize the sword. Fatal Push would be great draw too. Saga's not that good of a draw. Because now we're priced into Thoughtseize and the sword right now. Yeah, chat open, get your feet on the salt. It's funny. Sacred Foundry, yeah, so we know their hand. So we'll Thoughtseize them. We'll play out the other swamp, because I don't want to play out the Saga yet. A fetch land would be the best draw, because then we can kill a champion. Jeez. That's just how it's been all day. Like, our deck is just literally losing to itself. Like, I think we keep that hand of double swamp, double discard spell, right? I think we take this. We need to draw into the land. Oh my god. Again, like, our deck is just losing to itself, and it's just so frustrating. All right, Ewan. Whatever this is, I don't care. It was an argument to Mulligan that, sure, but like, you gotta bank on drawing a greed source, right? By turn 3. I don't think you can not bank on that. I think I might bring in Sword and Fire, Pithing Needle just for Sword and Fire and Ice. Yeah. There's an argument for Grist. Oops. What the hell? Turn the game. I don't think we want the Spell Bomb. The Withering commands were potentially going to be pretty good. Brought the Void Walkers. I guess this is pretty clean. The Grist can come in against... I'm assuming they board in Sword and Feast and Famine. Let's board out the Trackers, board in the Grist. Let's try this again. I'm hoping since we're a 2-color deck, we wouldn't be so vulnerable to Blood Moon either. This list does feel better when you're not losing to yourself, though. I think that's the promise thing about it. That sounds pretty decent. Soul Inquisition. Rest in Peace. Do we care about Rest in Peace? I don't think I care about Rest in Peace, right? And make sure you regret boarding out the Tireless Trackers, because the Tireless Trackers are Blood Moon proof. Yeah, I don't think I care about the Rest in Peace, though. I think we take the Sword. And then I want Thoughtseize the Fury. We didn't burn the Tarax either, right? Yeah, so we just gotta hope that we dodge. Don't draw Tarmogoyf. We could Thoughtseize the Rip now. Oh my, we're definitely taking the Sword. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, we'll just bounce that. So nabbing the Sword of Feast and Famine is pretty good for us. I wonder if Collector Roof is good enough. Good again. Makes me wonder. I'm gonna get my second basic swamp, just to get Liliana available, just in case they Blood Moon. Another hand is officially not good. But we don't have a threat. That's the problem. That's a really cool planes, though. Not a Goyf. This is where not having companion kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? Their hand is EE, a couple unknown. I wonder if they'll leave an EE here. Yeah, that's true. We're going to Bloodchief's Thirst that. I guess maybe I should have taken the rip. They gave it +1/+1. That's wild. I think we can answer this 3/3, so we'll just take it. We have ways to just stonewall it. Okay. Sure. So Bloodchief's Thirst coming in clutch here. So we'll probably just hold the push. I think it's okay to let this in. EE is decent. Yeah, I don't know. I would have made the token too. I agree. Jesus Christ. Another one? I actually block here. God damn it. So I think we E for 0. Pop it. And then make our own token. I don't know why they're not making more creatures. That's just weird to me. That's pretty good. We drew all of our discard spells and then just couldn't follow it up with anything relevant, unfortunately. This card's so good. So awkward. I agree. Sorry, I'm like pondering in my head, like Gen 5.0 incoming. I hope so. I'm like trying to figure out like if I can do a green white shell. That's kind of where my mind is headed right now. Just try something off the wall. I mean, baiting Tron and Amulet felt pretty good, but like the other games we just like lose to ourselves, which is fucking awful. Yeah, I'll probably build it after the stream. And I feel like everything that I've been like trying just is not working. Just like I again like I don't know if this is just bad variance or just like just awkward draws. I don't know. Something like Boomer Jund. Don't know about that one, Sunny. Do not know about that one. Oh, we got turn 3 Liliana lined up. That gotta be worth something, right? Oh, we're against the Living End. Alright, where's our main deck Spell Bomb, huh? Main deck Spell Bomb. One time. Coming in clutch, huh? Main deck. It's not a main deck Spell Bomb. Just get the fetch and play. Or sorry, fetch in the graveyard. Just gotta hope that they don't have a Living End here. Kaya Ultimate. The thing about Kaya though is it's like I think that's just a very matchup dependent card. Can we beat 2 5/5s and a 3/4 that stacks on top of our deck? So we have 2 Voidwalkers, a Bajuka Bog, and yeah. So we make them sack here. Sack to 3/3. They probably attack Liliana down. We Liliana make them sack again. Just hope they have nothing. They may not even like attack the Liliana down, actually. They might just attack me, which makes sense. So we go to 9. Yeah, they're in. I think trying to base a deck around an ultimate of a Planeswalker, I think it's a really hard thing to do. I don't think that's a reasonable build around. Because I think relying on an ultimate is just not where you want to be, I don't think. Pushes can come out. I think the rest of the deck's fine. Could probably side out a Takanuma. Maybe have a Grist. Yeah, let's try that. Withering Command's also kind of weak. Let's have a third grist in there. I wonder if the green-white shell that I'm thinking of can run Tarmogoyf. I feel like the answer is no. Does this shut off Bojuka Bog? Does. This trophy, though, looking pretty good, huh? Maybe I should have gotten the Saga into play first, and then we can get Soulgate Lantern into play. Fuck, I should have played the Urborg. I punted. Fuck. If only this was under Abrupt Decay. It's funny. God damn it. I needed to trophy this Leyline here and then hold up Bojuka Bog. Now I just fucking punted. That's so annoying. Ugh, so annoying. Fuck. We had all the tools and I just like played the Saga and didn't think about it. I think it's just me not having food in me. It's 2 o'clock here and no lunch. We hope that we on a third land here, and so we win this game, I guess. Them not fetching here is kind of decent. But then we also just give them a land with the Urborg. Oh, never mind. Yeah, they just have it. I wonder if they'll just main phase it. Fuck, we could have won this game. Well, I guess we ramped them though. They would have just yeah, they would have just ramped, I think. Do we just untap? I think we bluff. Okay, so let's think about this actually. If we trophy the Leyline, they're probably just activating response, right? If we untap, they living end, we could trophy the Leyline in response, but then we don't get the mana to activate Reclaimer. So if they have Violent Outburst, either way, I think we untap. I think we untap. Kind of want to make them make the first move first. Okay. That's fine. Just gotta hope that they don't have... They don't have it here. Yeah, I played that game.